Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 season is on the air. Today's date is June 25th, 1969. We are at Shea Stadium for a pretty interesting game here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. The Phillies come into this game a record of 23-42. Their season pretty much is done. They are in fifth place in the National League East. The New York Mets are 44-22, and at the moment they are in first in the National League East, percentage points ahead of the St. Louis Cardinals, who are in second, and the Cubs, who are in third. But of course, we got a long way to go to see how anything turns out, as we are only in late June. So we have a good matchup today between the Phillies and the Mets, and it's our second look at the Philadelphia Phillies for this season. We've already seen the Mets a couple of times. But now we get a chance to see the Phillies one more time. And this is probably going to be the last time we see them, unless, of course, we absolutely have to have a game done with them later in the year with one of the playoff teams. Phoenix Knight joins us here at Shea Stadium. The Phillies historically won this game. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. The Mets, 5 runs, 9 hits, and an error. So the Phillies actually came away with the win in this matchup. But we shall see what happens tonight as the fans come in here at Shea Stadium. So, without further ado, I guess we should get started. Starting pitcher for the New York Mets tonight is the Ryan Express, Mr. Nolan Ryan. Pretty young, only 22 years old. Hall of Famer, yes. One of the greatest of all time, yes. And maybe the greatest pitcher of all time to not win a Cy Young Award. He gets the call tonight. He had more relief appearances than starts in 69, but Ryan, the Ryan Express, is on the mound today. Ben Witz joins us here at Shea Stadium. Section 518 already has his cold ones all laid out, and we'll see if the Mets can get a win against the Phillies. The Phillies just trying to get a win no matter what. So I suggest we go to the top of the first, and let's play some baseball. Leading off for the Phillies will be the center fielder, Larry Heisel. 266 average, 20 homers, 56 RBIs in 69. We're going to use blue, white, and orange dice. Mets are the home team. Good crowd here at Shea Stadium. Mets just trying to continue to win. They're at the top of the division. The Cardinals and Cubs are chasing them here. The Mets are overachieving now just a little bit. They didn't lead the division at this time in 69, but right now they are. Ron McGrath joins us here at Shea Stadium. So let's play some baseball. Ryan, 1-4. That is a home run chance. Righty, 1-3. The 19 is too high, though. Heisel, 1-6, but he does get a base hit. Heisel leads off with a single to center. So leadoff man for the Phillies. Infield goes to double play. And now we'll see the second baseman, Cookie Rojas, a 228 average, 4 homers, 30 RBIs in 69. Heisel at 18 stolen bases, and he is not getting any here. Ryan, 1-5, that's a blank. Rojas, a 2-3, and that's a ground out to third. 2-1-2. Second base, pivot, Boswell, 0-1-2 double play. No, the throw will go to first, and Heisel will make it to second. So that was the only play, was to first base. And now the Phillies will bring up the left fielder, John Briggs, 238 average, 12 homers, 46 RBIs in 69. Frank Rosenk joins us here at Shea Stadium. Strategy, and that is a 2. Heisel gets the steal sign. He's got good base running speed. I don't think there's a reason to take third. He'll probably score on a base hit. He will stay. Ryan, 3-6 against the lefty. Strikeout plus 10. And that 18 will get him. Struck him out. First strikeout for Ryan. 6-3, 6 wins, 3 losses, a save, a 3.54 ERA. He had 92 strikeouts and 50 walks in 69. Didn't state his stats. Shea Stadium was pretty much a pitcher's park. 115 home runs it there and a +3 added to strikeouts. So Briggs will go down on a K with 2 men down. And now we'll see the third baseman, Rick Joseph. 273 average, 6 homers, 37 RBIs. Heisel on at second. He'll stay there. Ryan with the pitch. Ryan, 3-4 against a righty. That will be an automatic out. And that will be a fly ball to center field. And coming under that will be Tommy Agee. He will make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Phils. And we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies tonight is Lowell Palmer. Don't know anything about him. 2 wins, 8 losses, a 5.20 ERA, 68 strikeouts and 40 walks in 69. He gets the call tonight for the Fighting Phils. Leading off for the Mets, center fielder Tommy Agee. 271 average, 26 homers, 76 RBIs. That is an excellent year. Palmer, 1-4, hit by pitch. And he got him. Plunk, ouch. Agee is a 3, but +10 makes him a 13. That is a 12, and he will hit Agee. First hit batter of the game. He goes to first. And now the second baseman, Ken Boswell. 279 average, 3 homers, 32 RBIs in 69. Infield double play. 12 stolen bases for Agee, and he gets none here. And Boswell will hit away. Palmer, 5-1, strikeout, 17 will miss. Boswell, 1-5, that is a ground out to second base. 3-3-4. Shortstop pivot Harmon, +1 is a 5. And they got it, 2 outs. Boswell grounds out into the 4-6-3 to eliminate any kind of thing there. And now the third baseman, Wayne Garrett, a 218 average, a homer and 39 RBIs. 2 outs now. Palmer will go ahead and he will pitch. Palmer, 4-6 against the lefty. That's a blank. Garrett, 6-1, pop out to second base. And that's going to be Cookie Rojas getting to that. He will make the catch and retire the side. Nothing across except a hit batter after 1 no score. Top of the second. And leading off for the Phillies will be the first baseman, Gene Stone, a 214 average in 69, pretty much almost a fringe player. Ryan, 6-3, strikeout +10, that 7 will get him, struck him out. Second strikeout for the Ryan Express. And now here comes the catcher, Mike Ryan, 204 average, 12 homers, 44 RBIs. I don't believe those two are related in any way. I don't know, but somebody can check. But someone can check that to me. Nolan, 6-6. That's a strikeout +10, and he'll strike out Mike. And struck him out. Third K for Nolan Ryan. Start this Summers of Lovecraft. Oh, okay. Doing Arkham. Watch out. Hail Cthulhu. And that will bring up the right fielder, Ron Stone, a 239 average, a homer and 24 RBIs in 69. Ryan, 1-3, strikeout +10, that's a 7. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And he strikes out the side, and we go to the bottom of the second. Nolan Ryan already showing how many of the almost 6,000 strikeouts he would have in his career. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Mets, will be the left fielder, Cleon Jones, 340 average, 12 homers, 75 RBIs. That is an excellent year. Palmer, 1-5, strikeout 10. That will miss. Jones, a 6-1, and that's a fly out to center field. Larry Heisel will come under that and make the catch. Next up is the right fielder, Art Shamsky, a 300 average, 14 homers, and 47 RBIs. That's, again, a very good year. Palmer will deal. Palmer, 4-2, wild pitch, ball 1. 1-5, strikeout 5. He'll get Shamsky, called strike 3. Shamsky probably should have swung at that. That was a little, it looked like at the letters, and he got him, and that is 2 outs. Next up is the first baseman, Ed Kranepool, a 238 average, 11 homers, and 49 RBIs. I always felt Ed Kranepool was a little bit of an underrated first baseman for the Mets. Palmer, 3-1, walk, 7, that's ball 4, he'll walk him. Kranepool continues the inning with a 2-out walk. And now here comes the catcher, J.C. Martin, 209 average, 4 homers, 21 RBIs. For the Mets that year. Kranepool had 3 stolen bases. He get none here. Palmer, 2-2, range play. Martin, 1-3. That's a power hit to center field. That's a 16. That's going to be a fly ball to center field, but it's a range play for Larry Heisel. He was pretty good. His range is a 4. And he's got it. Makes the catch to retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. No score after 2. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Fightin' Phils will be the shortstop, Terry Harmon, 239 average and 16 RBIs. Of course, Larry Bowa is not here yet. Ryan, 6-4, walk 3, and that will be ball 4. So Ryan now shows a little bit of his uncontrol, and he gives up a walk. And now the pitcher, Lowell Palmer, a 136 average. He did have a home run and 1 RBI in 69. He only had 22 at bats. Infield double play. Harmon stays put. Ryan will pitch. Ryan, 2-4, hit by pitch, 8, that's high. Palmer, 2-5, and he gets a power hit to right field. But that's a 19, and that's going to be just a fly out to right, as Art Shamsky is going to have room to make the catch for the out. Next up is Heisel. Heisel got a base hit to start the game off. And that is a 3. Harmon stays where he is. Ryan will go ahead and pitch. Ryan, 5-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Heisel, 1-2, base hit. Hits 1 past third. And Harmon, he will hold at second base. Got good speed, but not enough to get to third. So right now, Nolan Ryan can't get out Heisel. Runners at first and second for Rojas. Rojas is 0 for 1. Anything on Strat? The 17 says no. Ryan, the Ryan Express, looking in on Rojas. Ryan, 6-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Rojas, 2-6. That is a ground ball to second base. 2-1-2. Shortstop pivot Y0. 1-2 double play. No, the throw will go to first. Harmon and Heisel will move up, and there are 2 outs, as that was the only play they had. 2 men down now. The batter is Briggs. Briggs is 0 for 1. Runners at second and third for the Fightin' Phils here. 2 men down, and that's a 7-0 happening there. Ryan will go ahead and pitch. Ryan, 3-6 against the lefty. Strikeout plus 10. That's a 3. Swing and a miss. Steer right out, and the inning is over. And that is strikeout number 5 for Ryan. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And right now, we go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Mets will be the shortstop, Al Weiss, a 215 average, 2 homers, 23 RBIs in 69. Palmer, 3-3, error on a throw. Weiss, 6-3 against the righty. That's a fly out to left. Getting over there will be Briggs, and John Briggs makes the catch. And now the pitcher, Nolan Ryan, a 103 average and 2 RBIs in 69. Palmer, 4-1 against the righty, strikeout plus 10. That's a 1, and Ryan swung the bat before the ball was halfway to the plate and struck him out. And that is the second strikeout for Ryan. Never was really a good hitter, although he would get better later. Here is AG. AG got hit by a pitch his first time up. Doug Hunt joins us here at Shea Stadium. Palmer, 1-6, walk, 17. That's going to be too high. AG, 2-4. That's a power hit to right field. That's a 13, and that's going to be way out of there. It's just going to be a fly ball to right field, and that's going to be Ron Stone getting to that, and he will make the catch. 1, 2, 3, go the Mets. No score after 3. XG2 joins us here at Shea Stadium, as he's still annoyed at the game from yesterday. Top of the 4th, leading off for the Fightin' Phils will be Rick Joseph. He's 0 for 1. Ryan will pitch. Ryan, 6-4, walk, 18. That will be too high. Joseph, 2-5, and he popped out to third. Wayne Garrett will go ahead and get to it in foul territory, as a matter of fact, but he's got it, 1 out. Here's Gene Stone, and he's 0 for 1. Ryan, a 1-1, strikeout plus 10, that's a 17. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 6 for Ryan. Already dealing like he usually did. Here is Mike Ryan, and he's 0 for 1. Have a Snickers. Ryan, that's a good one. Yeah, I can turn people into monsters on my games. 3-1, that's at the park. Shea Stadium, 2-3, that's grounded to second base. That'll be handled by Boswell, and he will go ahead and make a routine play to first and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Phillies. No score here as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Leading off for the Mets will be Ken Boswell, and he's 0 for 1. No score here, bottom of the 4th, Fightin' Phils and the Metropolitans. Palmer, 6-4, range play. Boswell, 6-3, fly ball to left. Going after that is John Briggs. His range is a 3. That will drop, and it's going to be a double for Ken Boswell. So Boswell winds up with an early 2-bagger, and the Mets have a runner on second. First hit of the game for the Mets as Lowell Palmer pitching like Jim Palmer. Here comes Garrett. Boswell on at second. Garrett is 0 for 1. Nothing happening there. Boswell stays where he is. Palmer with the pitch. Palmer, 6-1, strikeout, got Garrett. And that is the 3rd K for Palmer. 1 out. Next batter is Jones. Jones is 0 for 1. Boswell stays at second. Palmer, 4-5, error on a grounder. Jones, 4-2. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to right field. And that's going to be Ron Stone to get that. That is out number 2. Boswell, good speed, though. Base runner 4, hit to right, -1. And Stone a +1. So a 1-4, Boswell gets the 3rd, and he will. So a go-ahead run now 90 feet away. And now it's up to Shamsky. Shamsky is 0 for 1. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. No score here between the Phillies and the Metropolitans. Boswell on at third, and nothing happening. Palmer, 2-1 against the lefty. That's a walk plus 10, and that 10 will walk Shamsky. So now you got runners at first and third. Second walk issued by Palmer. A chance now for Cranepool, and he walked his first time up. Anything on strat? Nope. Cranepool will swing. Palmer looking in. Fans here at Shea Stadium hoping the Mets can go ahead and get some runs here. Got a good chance. Palmer will pitch. Palmer, 3-4. That's a range play at the park. Shea Stadium, 5-4. That is a home run to center field against the righty. Cranepool needs a 15. That is a 19. He does not get the homer, but now it's a range play for Larry Heizel as he's going back to the wall. His range is a 4. Does he make the play? No, it's going to be an automatic double. Boswell comes in to score. Shamsky with 2 outs at base runner 3. Double to center field. +1. A 1-4. Shamsky scores. No, he holds at third. Cranepool at second base, but the Mets take the lead 1-0. Stadium and Section 518 cheer. Yay! A double for Cranepool as he just missed a home run. Just missed it. Now the batter is Martin, and Martin's 0 for 1. He does get the extra 1. Remember, he didn't make it because his base running rating is a 3. Okay, but the roll was a 5. He didn't score. He doesn't score. Shamsky doesn't score. So Paul, because it was a 5, and the 5 is higher than the base running rating. Strategy roll, and nothing happening. Palmer will now pitch to Martin. Mets trying to get some more runs. Palmer, a 4-6 against the lefty. That's a blank. Martin, 1-1, and that's a pop out to third. That'll get caught by Joseph. And the Phillies are lucky they only gave up the run. 1 run, 2 hits, and a walk. Mets probably should have gotten more, but they'll take a 1-0 lead after 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Maybe you need to have a Snickers there, Ben, with using that new math. Leading off for the Fightin' Phils will be Ron Stone, and he is 0 for 1. Ryan already has 6 Ks in this game. Ryan, 2-3, and he's going to get another one. Strikeout +10, and that becomes a 17 +3 is a 20, and he got him. Strikeout number 7 for Nolan Ryan. Already seeing what he's going to have. Here's Harmon. Harmon walked his first time up, though. Ryan, 6-6, strikeout +10. That's a 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8 for the Ryan Express. And now the batter is Palmer. Palmer is 0 for 1. Ryan may be looking to strike out the side for the second time in the game. Ryan, 3-1. That's at the park. Shea Stadium, 3-1. That's a power hit to left field. That's a 15, and that's a home run result. That's a home run result. They already got the 15 against the righty. Palmer needs an 18. He has to roll an 18 or lower. Does Palmer tie the game? Yep, he does. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Lowell Palmer. Stadium and Section 518. Barf. Yeah. Lowell Palmer says, DH, I don't need no stinking DH. And he goes ahead. He had 1 home run in the season, and he gets it in this game. We're tied at 1. Unbelievable that he got that here. And top of the order now for Heisel. And Heisel's 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles. You don't see a pitcher that high a rating. The reason why he does have that is he only had 22 at-bats. So we had to give him a high enough rating to make sure it's a possibility he at least gets the 1. That's why I'm figuring the rating is that high. Ryan with the pitch. Ryan, 6-1, error on a grounder. Heisel, 5-3. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to Ryan. Ryan's rating is a 15. That's an 8, and he's going to make an error. Ryan's going to get handcuffed on that. That's going to be an E1. First error on the Mets. They did have an error in the game historically. And Heisel safe at first. So that is an error on Ryan. The batter now is Rojas. And Rojas is 0 for 2. Cutter historical, and Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Shea Stadium. RJL on a super high dude is 3rd in August. Al Red Sox fan and friends ASG golf tournament. I am in a golf tournament with Al Red Sox fan and friends. I am so honored. Nobody, not many people. I actually think nobody beats Al Red Sox fan. Heisel on at first. Reroll the strat. That is a 1. Heisel gets the steal sign. They're going to send him. 14 minus 1 is 13. J.C. Martin a +2 arm. A 1 to 15. Heisel steals second. And he's thrown out at second base, and the inning is over. Wow, a 1 to 15, and you get an 18, and that throws out Larry Heisel. What a way to end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, a solo bomb by Lowell Palmer, and we're tied at 1 now, bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the Mets will be Al Weiss. Weiss is 0 for 1. My golf managerial skills stink. Palmer, 1-1, strikeout 6, got him. He'll go ahead and get Weiss, and that is the 4th K for Palmer, 1 down. Next batter is Ryan. Ryan is 0 for 1. Palmer, a 3-4 range play at the park. Shea Stadium, 2-1. And that's a blank. We'll have a rare play with bases empty. So at 11, hitter fouls one off his foot. Injury check for hitter. That's going to take Nolan Ryan out of the game. Nolan Ryan's injury rating is an 8, and that's an automatic out of there. He is done. Fouls it off his foot. The Mets just lost Ryan for the rest of the game. Youch. So now I got to bring in a pinch hitter and now choose a batter later. And coming on to pinch hit will be Ron Swoboda. 235 average, 9 homers, 52 RBIs. So Ryan is gone due to hitting one off his foot. And now Palmer will pitch to Swoboda. Palmer, 4-2, wild pitch, ball 1. 1-6, walk, 14, ball 4. He walks Swoboda. Swoboda draws a 1-out walk. Next batter is AG. AG is 0 for 1 and got hit by a pitch. Infield double play. Swoboda stays at first. AG gets the bunt sign, but he's going to swing away. Palmer, 3-4, range play at the park. Shea Stadium, 3-2. It's a ground ball to first, and that ball is hit to Gene Stone. His range is a 1, but it's double play depth, which means his range is a 0. He's not getting it. That's going to be a base hit, and it's going to be a single. Swoboda will have the speed. He'll get to third. AG holds it first, and now runners in the corners and 1 out. So that is a single for AG, as there was no way Gene Stone could make it because the infield wasn't double play depth. And now the batter is Boswell. Boswell is 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. And now a chance for the Mets to see if they can get some runs here in the bottom of the fifth. Swoboda on at third, AG on at first. Boswell at the plate. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Palmer will go ahead and pitch to Boswell. Palmer, 5-6, strikeout 14. That will miss. Boswell, 6-5, and it's a ground ball right back to Palmer. Swoboda, his base running rating is a 1. But because Palmer is automatically in, so it's an automatic double play. But the infield was a double play depth, and at least I think that's. Let me just double check it. Let's see here. Base runner on third, pitcher. It's a -2 hit to him, no matter what. So Swoboda, his base running rating is a 1. If I send him, you can still try the double play, but no, I don't think you send him. I'm not going to, ground ball back to the pitcher, but a double play depth, but it doesn't matter because it's grounded to Palmer. So Swoboda, his base running rating is a 1. I'm going to hold him and see what they do here. 3, and nothing from the pit, nothing from that. Boswell's a lefty, so the shortstop is pivot, and that is Harmon. It's a +1. So a 1-4, they turn a double play and get out of the inning. No, that is a 5. So the throw gets AG. Boswell gets to first, but Swoboda comes, and so since I held him, he stays. I think the rule is if the infield is back, he automatically scores, but I did not send him, so it's 2 outs. They do not turn the double play. So that is a big fielder's choice, and now the batter is Garrett with 2 outs. Garrett is 0 for 2. Swoboda stays at third, Boswell on at first. Tied at 1 here, bottom of the fifth. Strategy. Nothing on the 10. Palmer will pitch. Palmer, 4-4. That's a walk, and that 9 is ball 4, and the bases are full of Mets. So another walk in the inning, and now a very big chance for Cleon Jones. Jones is 0 for 2. Bases full of Mets. Palmer in some trouble here, trying to get out of the inning. He got a little bit of a break with the ground ball back to him, but he couldn't get out of it. Palmer looking in on Jones. Strategy. Nothing on the 10. Palmer will pitch. Palmer, 5-3. Possible error. Jones, 6-2. And that's not an error. That is not an error. It's a slow hit ball to third. It's a slow hit ball to third, but Jones is very fast. His base running rating is a 5. A 1-5, he is safe at first. And of course, it's a 6. He's out, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, a couple of walks. A 1-5, he's safe, and of course, I roll a 6. We stay tied at 1 after 5. Stadium and Section 518. Grown. A 1-5, a score is a run, and I roll a friggin' 6. Because of course I do. We go to the top of the 6th, and the Mets need a new pitcher. And leading off for the Phillies is going to be Cookie Rojas. He is 0 for 2. And a new pitcher coming in for the Mets. And it is going to be they're going to go ahead and bring in Cal Kuntz. 6 wins, 3 losses, 7 saves, a 4.99 ERA. Kuntz will be pitcher number 2 for the Mets. And here in the top of the 6th, tied at 1, Kuntz will go ahead and pitch. Kuntz, 5-4, hit by pitch, 20 is high. Rojas, 2-4, that's a base hit. He hits that one pass short. And Rojas will get a single. And now the batter is Briggs. Briggs is 0 for 2. Infield double play. Rojas, he stays where he is. Kuntz will go ahead and pitch. Kuntz, 3-1, walk, 17, that will miss. Briggs, 3-3, and it's a pop out to second. Ken Boswell says he'll go ahead and get that for out number 1. Next batter is Joseph. Joseph is 0 for 2. Rojas, he'll stay where he is. David Vega joins us here at Shea Stadium. Kuntz will go ahead and pitch. Kuntz, 3-4, wild pitch. Nope, 19 is ball 1. 5-2, error on a throw. Joseph, 6-2, that's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Al Weiss. His error rating is a 10. Of course, that's a 4. It's going to be a throwing error. Question is, where did it go? 2-2-3. Second base pivot. Boswell is 0. A 1-3. This would have been a double play. It is a 4. So the throw goes to second to get Rojas. Second baseman Boswell has a range of 2, and he will not prevent the ball from getting past him. Rojas, a base running rating of 3. He will hold at second base. Everybody's safe. So that's going to be an E4 on Boswell, second error on the Mets in the game. And now the batter is Stone. Stone is 0 for 2. Mets have fallen apart a little bit since Ryan fouled one off his foot and was hurt for the game. Tied at 1 here, top of the 6th. Strategy roll, nothing on the 16. Kuntz will pitch. Kuntz, 1-1. Range play at the park. Shea Stadium, 1-2. Ground ball to first, and that ball is hit to Ed Cranepool. His range is a 3, but at double play depth, he's a 2. And, of course, he can't get it. And that's going to be a base hit past first. Rojas, he will have the speed. He will come around and he will score. Joseph, he will make third. Stone on at first, and the Phillies take a 2-1 lead. Stadium and Section 518 groan. Now 2-1 in favor of the Phils. Batter now is Ryan. Ryan is 0 for 2. Infield staying at double play depth. Now 2-1 in favor of the Phils. Kuntz will continue to pitch. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 10. Kuntz will pitch. Kuntz, 1-3. Against a righty. It's a home run result against a righty. Ryan needs an 11. That's a 10. And this is just not my day. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. 3-run bomb, Mike Ryan. Stadium and Section 518, barf. Blech. A 3-run bomb by Mike Ryan off of Cal Kuntz. And it is now 5-1 in favor of the Phils. And still 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The next batter is Ron Stone, and he's 0 for 2. And Kuntz just trying to get out of the inning. They'll let him pitch. But now it's a 5-1 Philly lead. Kuntz, 6-1, range play. Stone, 2-3, fly ball left field. That ball is hit to Cleon Jones. His range is a 4, and that's a 1. He at least makes that play, and that's out number 2. Fly out the left as Cleon Jones will get that. And now the batter is Harmon. Harmon is 0 for 1 with a walk. Kuntz will pitch to Harmon here. The fans here at Shea Stadium can't believe it. But yet the Phillies did win this game historically. Kuntz, 6-2, walk plus 10, that's a 5, and Harmon is safe and will go to first. So a walk issued by Kuntz. Lowell Palmer is going to bat. The next batter is Palmer. He already has a home run in this game, and he's going to bat. He's 1 for 2, and Palmer can still pitch to at least a few more batters, so he will bat here. DB joins us here at Shea Stadium. Harmon on at first. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 13. Kuntz will pitch. Kuntz 4-1. Strikeout 3. Got Palmer. And the inning is over. 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and a 3-run bomb by Mike Ryan. And nothing going right for my Mets in this one as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Leading off for the Mets will be Art Shamsky, and he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Palmer, he will pitch. 3-2, strikeout, 14 will miss. Shamsky, 3-1, he pops out to first. And that is Gene Stone who will make the catch. Next up is Cranepool. Cranepool 1 for 1, a double and a walk. Palmer, 1-4, hit by pitch, 3, plunk, ouch. Palmer does hit Cranepool. Second hit batter. Second hit batter of the game as Cranepool gets plunked. And now the batter is Martin. And Martin's 0 for 2. Infield is at double play depth. Strategy rolls are still on. Cranepool on at first. And nothing on the 18. Martin will pitch to Palmer. Palmer will go ahead and deal. Palmer, 3-4, range play at the park. Shea Stadium, 6-2. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Rick Joseph. His range is a 3, but at double play, it's a 2. He can't get it. And that's going to be a base hit past third. Cranepool doesn't have the speed to hold at second base. So now runners at first and second. And now the batter is Weiss. Weiss is 0 for 2. A chance here for the Mets to maybe get some of these runs back. Cranepool, Martin, stay put. Strategy, nothing happening. Weiss sets up and ready. Palmer getting ready for Weiss. Fans here at Shea Stadium hoping the Mets can make a comeback here. Palmer, 2-4. Strikeout 17, that will miss. Weiss, 3-5. It's a base hit to left field. Weiss comes through with a single to left. Cranepool, base runner 2. A single to left is a +1. A 1-3. Cranepool will score, and it's a 6. Left fielder is Briggs. His arm rating is a 0. A 1-3. There's going to be a play. It is a 3. Cranepool coming around third. A 2-5. He is out at the plate. And he is. Cranepool thrown out at the plate by John Briggs. Martin, with a base running rating of 1, has to hold at second base. Weiss on at first and 2 outs. Nothing's going right for the Mets in this one. It is a base hit for Weiss. But Cranepool is thrown out at the plate by the left fielder, John Briggs. And now 2 away, we'll see a pinch hitter for Kuntz. And coming on to pinch hit for him will be Don Clendenin. A .248 average, 16 homers and 51 RBIs. Clendenin, of course, started the season with the Expos. He is now on the Mets. Martin on at second, Weiss on at first. Don Clendenin being called upon here, but now 2 outs. Strategy. That is a 1-0 happening. Palmer will go ahead and he will pitch. Palmer, 4-4, walk 12. That is too high. Clendenin, 5-5, and it's a ground ball to second base. That's going to get picked up by Rojas. He throws to first to get Clendenin, and what a horrible inning. No runs, 2 hits, a hit batter, and the Mets get nothing out of it, 5-1 in favor of the Phillies. Stadium and Section 518, barf. Yeah. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off for the Phillies will be Larry Heisel. He is 2 for 3, 2 singles and reached on an error. Mets are going to the bullpen, and they're going to go ahead and bring out coming on to pitch will be coming on to pitch for the Mets is going to be Jack DeLauro. 1 win, 4 losses, a save, a 2.39 ERA. He's there to maybe get some in, eat up some batters. But Jack DeLauro will come on to pitch. Ron Taylor and McGraw are in the bullpen, but they don't want to use them at the moment. DeLauro will pitch to Heisel. DeLauro, 6-2. Against the righty, it's a home run result. Against the lefty, Heisel needs an 8. That's a 3, and I just plain give up. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Larry Heisel. Stadium and Section 518, barf. Yeah. Jack DeLauro, the first thing he does is pitch a grapefruit to Larry Heisel, and Heisel turns that into fruit salad. It is now 6-1 Mets, Phillies. The Phillies got 6 runs in this game historically, and they now have it. And now the batter is Rojas. Rojas 1 for 3. Top of the 7th, but now 6-1 Phils. DeLauro will pitch. 5-1 walk, 17, that is high. Rojas, 4-5, and that's a base hit to right field. And right now, this Philadelphia Philly team has a record of 23-42, and they're playing like the opposite. Rojas' second hit of the game. Next batter is Briggs. Briggs is 0 for 3. Infield at double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. DeLauro will pitch. 1-4. Possible error. Briggs. 1-1. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Al Weiss. His error rating is a 10. That's a 3. And that's another error. As Weiss picks that up, drops it, and everybody is safe. And that is an E6. And that is the third error on the Mets in this game. And still nobody out here in the 7th, and the batter is Joseph. Joseph is 0 for 3, but he reached on an error. DeLauro saying, I don't know what you want me to do here. I'm pitching. DeLauro will pitch. DeLauro, 4-2, error on a grounder. Joseph, 6-2. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to Al Weiss, the shortstop, once again. His error rating is a 10. That's an 18. This time, he doesn't make an error. Thank God for miracles. 2, 2, 3. Second base, pivot Boswell, 0, 1 to 3, double play, and you'll get that 2 outs. Thank heaven for small miracles. Rojas does advance to third. On the 6-4-3, the batter now is Stone, and Stone is 1 for 3. Rojas on at third, 6-1 Phillies. So right now, inside pitch says this is going to go the way they actually did. DeLauro will pitch. DeLauro, 4-6, that's a blank. Stone, 1-4, and that is a base hit past short. Rojas will come in to score at 7-1 Phils. So Stone is now 2 for 4. The next batter is Ryan. Ryan hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 3. 2 men out here, top of the 7th, but the Phillies are all over the Mets. DeLauro, 3-3, strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, a solo bomb by Larry Heisel, and the Mets right now are down 7-1 here. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Tomorrow night, we are not going anywhere. We are staying at Shea Stadium for one more game. The reason, I have to get this other team on the board before the end of the block. So the Mets will stay. We will stay here at Shea Stadium for another game with the Mets. But they will be facing the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jim Bunning will be going for the Pirates, and Gary Gentry will be going for the Mets. So maybe I'll have a better game tomorrow. But we will find out there. So we're going to stay at Shea Stadium for one more day. And of course, tomorrow will be June 28th. It is the final game for the month of June with a travel day on Wednesday, which means no baseball, before we begin the month of July. So they'll join us for tomorrow night, the Pirates and the Mets, Bunning against Gentry. That'll be tomorrow night here on Inside Pitch. Bottom of the 7th, Phillies all over the Mets, 7-1. And top of the order for the Mets, here's Tommy Agee. Lowell Palmer can pitch to one more batter before he tires. They're going to see how long he can stay in there. Philip Reynolds and Marlon Price joins us here at Shea Stadium. Palmer, 2-4, strikeout 11. Called strike 3 on Agee. He got him. And that is strikeout number 5. So Lowell Palmer is pitching like Jim Palmer. Here comes Boswell. Boswell 1 for 3 with a double. Palmer, he'll go ahead and deal. The Mets friendly dice are not friendly tonight. Palmer, 1-6, walk 6. That will be ball 4. He will walk Boswell. Palmer is tired. And he gives up a walk, but the Phillies will leave him in there to see how long he can go. He is due to bat 3rd in the 8th. Next batter is Garrett. Garrett is 0 for 2 with a walk. Infield a double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. Phillies all over the Mets today. Palmer will pitch. Palmer, 5-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Garrett, 5-5. That's a fly to right field. And it will be Ron Stone getting to that. And he'll make the play. 2 down. And now here's Jones. Jones is 0 for 3. Palmer, he'll go ahead and pitch. Palmer, 2-3. Home run result against the righty. Jones needs a 6. That's a 12. Too high. Jones, 3-3, but he does get a power hit to right field, but that's a 20, and that is way over that against the righty, and that's just going to be a fly ball deep to right field. Ron Stone will be at the track. He will be near the wall, but he will make the catch. Nothing across except the walk. Mets are not getting any breaks at all. 7-1 Phils after 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Jack DeLauro might be coming out of the game. Let me see if they're going to. I think they had enough. And yeah, that's going to be it. DeLauro coming out of the game. And we'll see a new pitcher for the Mets. And that's going to be, they're going to go with, you got to believe, Tug McGraw. 9 wins, 3 losses, 12 saves, a 2.25 ERA. McGraw is Met pitcher number 4. And he will come on to pitch here. He can pitch to 10 batters. Leading off for the Phillies will be Ron Stone, and he's 0 for 3. McGraw will pitch. McGraw, 6-6, walk, 20, that is high. Stone, 5-1, that's a fly to right field. And Art Shamsky will go ahead and get it and make the catch. Next up is Harmon. Harmon is 0 for 1, but he's walked twice. McGraw, a 6-4, wild pitch, ball 1. 6-3, that's at the park. Shea Stadium, 1-3, ground ball, second base. Over there is Boswell, and he will toss it over for the out. Next batter is Lowell Palmer, and the Phillies are going to take him out of the game. He is tired. They have a 7-1 lead. And that will be it. They will bat with a new batter, even though he has the home run. So coming on to pinch hit for the Phillies is going to be Tony Taylor, 262 average, 3 homers, 30 RBIs. So Tug will pitch to Tony. Tug, 1-3, home run chance, righty, 1-19, the 18 is good. Against the lefty, though, Taylor needs a 3. And he doesn't get it. 5-2, and instead he popped out to second base, and Boswell's going to get to that one as well, and he makes the catch and retires a side. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Mets will be Art Shamsky, and he is 0 for 2 with a walk. Phillies need a pitcher, and coming on to pitch for the Phils is going to be Turk Farrell. 3 wins, 4 losses, 3 saves, a 4.01 ERA. So Farrell will come on to pitch. He is the second pitcher for the Phillies. Shamsky will bat here on the bottom of the 8th. 7-1 Phils. Farrell, 5-5, walk, 10, ball 4. He goes ahead and walks Shamsky. And Shamsky starts it with a leadoff walk. And now here's Cranepool. Cranepool is 1 for 2. 1 for 1. Doubled, walked, and got hit by a pitch. Infield is a double play depth. Farrell will pitch to Cranepool. Farrell, 5-2. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-9. 19 is too high. Cranepool, 1-4. It's a fly to left. John Briggs will have plenty of room. Has to get near the track, though, but he'll make the catch, and that is 1 out. Next up is Martin. Martin, 1 for 3. Shamsky on it first in this disaster of a game for the Mets. Farrell, 5-3. Pitcher result. That 3 is going to be a base hit right past the pitcher. Shamsky will hold at second base as Martin comes through with a hit past Farrell. So runners at first and second with one out, and the batter is Weiss. Weiss is 1 for 3. Mets trying to maybe get some runs here, possibly. Farrell will go ahead and pitch. Farrell, 2-6 against the switch left. That's a walk plus 10, and the bases are loaded. So the bases are full of Metropolitans now, and the batter is Tug McGraw. Question is he going to bat? He does have a hitting card. I'm going to say no. Tug McGraw is going to come out of the game. I didn't expect that would happen. So they're going to go to the bench, and it is going to be Jerry Grody. 252 average, 6 homers, 40 RBIs. Jerry Grody coming on to bat against Farrell. Still 2 outs. Infield's at double play depth. The runners on base don't mean anything. Phillies will be happy to give up a run to get a double play. There is 1 out in the inning, though. So Farrell's going to pitch to Grody. Some of the fans still here at Shea Stadium hoping Grody can come through with a hit. Farrell, 3-1 against the righty. Strikeout, 20 is high. Grody, 4-5. It's a ground ball to short. 3-3-4. Second base pivot, Rojas, a 0. A 1-4. The Phillies get out of the inning. Side retired, of course. 6-4-3 double play, no runs and a hit and a couple of walks. And the Mets right now not having a good game, 7-1 after 8. We go to the top of the ninth. Coming on to pitch for the Mets is going to be Ron Taylor. He's just going to get some innings. 9 wins, 4 losses, 13 saves, a 2.72 ERA. But Ron Taylor will come on to pitch. Top of the order for the Phillies. Here's Larry Heisel, and he is 3 for 4, 2 singles and a bomb, and reached on an error. 7-1 Phils. Taylor with the pitch. Taylor, 5-4 against the righty. It's an automatic out, and that's a fly out to center field. That'll be handled by AG for out number 1. First time Heisel does not reach base. Next up is Rojas. Rojas 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Taylor, 1-3. Hit by pitch. 9. No. Rojas, 5-1, and that's a fly to right. And Shamsky will come under that and make the play for out number 2. And now the batter is Briggs. Briggs is 0 for 3, 0 for 4, but reached on an error. Taylor will go ahead and pitch. Dwayne Martz joins us here at Shea Stadium. Taylor, 6-6. That's a range play at the park. Shea Stadium, 6-1. Fly ball, center field. Going after that is Tommy Agee. His range is a 5. And, of course, that's a 6. And that's going to be a double for John Briggs. Nothing going right for the Mets. A 1-5. That's the second time AG had a range play in the center field, had a 5, and it was a 6. Briggs gets the second on the failed range play. Next batter is Joseph. And Met fans here at Shea Stadium just want to take this game and throw it into the trash can. Joseph is 0 for 4, but did reach on an error. Taylor with the pitch. Taylor, 5-5, error on a throw. Joseph, 6-2, ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Al Weiss. His error rating is a 10. That's a 15. He will not make an error. He's got it. He'll throw to first to get Joseph. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Phils. 7-1 lead here going into the bottom of the ninth. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Turk Farrell will stay on the mound for the Phils. He can still pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. Tommy Agee leads off for the NYM. He is 1 for 3, a single actually, and a hit by pitch. Farrell will pitch. Farrell, 2-3. Base hit right up the middle. It starts with a single. So Agee goes ahead and hits it right past Farrell. And here come the Mets. Maybe. Next up is Boswell. Boswell is 1 for 3, doubled and walked. Infield is at double play. Farrell, he'll pitch to Boswell. Farrell, 4-4. That's a range play. Boswell, 6-3. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Rick Joseph. His range with a double play rating is a 2. And he's got it. What a play by Joseph. 3-3-4. Second base. Pivot Rojas, 0. A 1-4. It's a double play. And of course, they get it. 2 outs. 5-4-3 double play as Rick Joseph makes a great play at double play depth. 2 down. Farrell is tired. They say continue to pitch. And now the batter is Wayne Garrett. Last chance for the Mets. 0 for 3 with a walk. This was a perfect example for the Mets. If anything can go wrong, it will. Farrell, 3-2. Strikeout, 16 will miss. Garrett, 3-6. It's a line drive right to second. Cookie Rojas puts up his glove. Pow! It goes right into it. That's your game. The Phillies go ahead and bomb the Mets tonight, 7-1. Stadium and Section 518 say, rigged. No runs and a hit for the Mets as the Phillies just bomb them 7-1 tonight. And we all say rigged. Phillies got all the breaks. The Mets got nothing. Final line score coming up. Ugh. For the Phillies, 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For the Mets, 1 run, 7 hits, 3 errors. The winning pitcher is Lowell Palmer, who pitched like Jim Palmer tonight and even had a bomb. The losing pitcher is Nolan Ryan, even though unfortunately he couldn't go any further than he did. Turk Farrell will wind up with a hold. Unbelievable. Ugh, what a terrible game for the Mets tonight. We're not done, though. 10-minute ticker is next. That was a perfect example of rigged. I've never seen such rigging in my life. Never seen such rigging. Absolute rigging. Talk about rigged. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Phillies go ahead and get the win over the Mets, 7-1, which is ridiculous. Let's see how the rest of the majors go. June 25th, Washington at Baltimore. Senators 3-32, and that is 2. Orioles 10-65, that's 8, a win for the O's. Cleveland at Boston in a doubleheader. Cleveland 11-54, that's 6. Red Sox 19-52, that's 7. Boston gets the first. Cleveland 6-12, that's 0. Boston 14-63, and that's 8. And the Red Sox take both games. Minnesota at California. Twins 831, and that is 3. Angels 052, and that is also 3. They will go to extras. Minnesota rolls a 5, minus 3 is 2. California rolls a 2, plus 2 is 4. That will be a win for the Halos. Yankees at Detroit. Yankees 333, and that is 2. Tigers 654, and that is 5. That's a win for the Cats. Kansas City at Oakland. Kansas City 514, that's 1. Athletics 1054, that is 6. A win for the A's. White Sox and the Pilots. White Sox 831, 3 runs. Pilots 766, that's 9 runs. A win for the Flyboys. Dodgers and the Braves. Dodgers 352, and that is 4. Atlanta 552, that is also 4 extra innings. Dodgers roll a 1, minus 1 is 0. Atlanta rolls a 4, plus 2 is 6. That will be a win for the Braves. Pirates and the Cubs. Pirates 911, that's 0. Cubs 816, that is 1. That's a win for the Cubs. Padres and the Reds. Padres 761, that is 6. Reds 1565, that's 10. That game belongs to the Reds. Giants and the Astros. Giants 1121, that's 2. Astros 841, that's 4. A win for the Stros. Cardinals and the Expos in a doubleheader. Cardinals 933, and that is 3. Expos minus 116, that is 0. The Cardinals take the first. Cardinals 1143, and that is 5. Expos 744, that is 4. The Cardinals take both games from the Expos, and I believe they just took first place. Long way to go, though. June 26, Cleveland at Boston. Cleveland 1155, that is 6. Red Sox 1724, and that's 4. A win for the Indians. Minnesota at Cali. Twins 1215, that is 2. Angels 532, and that is also 2. They go to extras. Minnesota rolls a 6, minus 3 is 3. California rolls a 4, and plus 2 is 6. That's going to be a win for the Halos again. Yankees at Detroit. Yankees 813, that's 1. Tigers 541, that is 3. A win for the Cats. Kansas City at Oakland. Kansas City 715, that's 1. Athletics 1022, that's 2. The A's will get the win. White Sox and the Pilots. White Sox 1126, that is 3. Pilots 955, that's 6. Another win for Seattle. Dodgers and the Braves. Dodgers 1042, that's 4. Braves 416, that's 1. That's a win for the Dodgers. Pirates and the Cubs. Pirates 1146, and that's 5. Cubs 1061, that's 6. That's a win for the Cubs. Giants and the Reds. Giants 1715, and that is 3. Reds 1834, and that's 5. That game belongs to the Reds. Cardinals and the Expos. Cardinals 1111, that's 0. Expos 756, that is 5. And the Expos will get that win. Phillies and the Mets. Phillies 733, and that's 3. Mets 842, and that's 4. The Mets will get a happy recap at least there. On to June 27th, Detroit at Baltimore. Detroit 626, that is 2. Orioles 1134, that's 4. Another win for the O's. They just continue to dominate. Seattle at California in a doubleheader. Pilots 944, that is 4. Angels 1053, that is 5. The Halos take the first one. Pilots 2151, and that is 8. Angels 616, and that is 1, and they'll split the twin bill. Yankees and the Indians. Yankees 365, and that is 6. Indians 625, that is 2. A win for the Bronx Bombers. Minnesota, Kansas City. Minnesota 1456, and that's 7. Royals 656, that's 5. That's a win for the Twins. Twins got to get some wins. White Sox at Oakland. White Sox 532, that is 2. Athletics 1322, that's 3. Another win for the A's. Boston at Washington. Red Sox 1334, that's 4. Senators 1553, that's 7. That's a win for the Sens. Cardinals and the Cubs. Big series there. Cardinals and the Cubs. Big series in the National League East. Cardinals 742, and that is 4. Cubs 315, and that's 1. And that's a win for the Redbirds. Giants and the Reds in a doubleheader. Giants, big series there too. Giants 1425, that's 3. Reds 754, and that's 5. That game belongs to the Reds. Game number 2. Giants 1366, that's 10. Reds 2113, that's 3. And they'll split the twin bill. Braves and the Astros. Braves 935, that is 3. Astros 812, that's 0. The Braves will get that win. Philadelphia and the Expos. Philadelphia 1113, that's 1. Expos 1221, that's 2. A win for the Spos. Pirates and the Mets. We have these two tomorrow night. Pirates 454, and that is 4. Mets 1162, that is 7. Well, we lose the game on the board, but we get 2 happy recaps in the ticker. That game is the Mets. Dodgers and the Padres. Dodgers 962, and that's 6. Friars 124, and that's 1. And that game will go to the Dodgers. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be June 28th. It'll be the final game for the month of June, as we will stay at Shea Stadium for another game, as the Pittsburgh Pirates will take on the New York Mets. Jim Bunning will be going for the Pirates, and Gary Gentry will be going for the Mets. Maybe my Mets can rebound after this tough loss tonight, but the Pirates are pretty good. Still chasing everybody in the division. This is our final game in the month of June. Pirates and the Mets, Bunning and Gentry, be there or be square. David Vega, Philip Reynolds, Ben Witz, Dwayne Martz, Doug Hunt, and XSG2, DB, Marlon Price. And let's see here. DB, Cutter Historical. Let's see here. Frank Rosenk and Ron McGrath and Phoenix Knight. I think I got everyone. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The New York Mets get a game that is absolutely, totally rigged, and even more rigged, as the Phillies beat the Mets tonight 7-1. Rigged. See you tomorrow night.